You ever have what feels at the time like the perfect weekend? Because I suspect I did, and I don't know what to do with it. I'm just not used to things feeling good like that. For me, the weekend actually started with this. It is, let's see which that side. It is the breaking story then of somebody who is a young nat who is harassing politicians. And that particular individual has been harassing me for near on a decade, and so that was a really good way to start, and my phone would not stop going wild. Now, I have since then actually spoken with the writer of that story, and she's looking into a follow-up because they've had lots of people come forward about this particular individual, pointing out that this is a pattern that's been in place for a while, but leaving a paper trail is not something that they tend to do. So it's been really hard to prove anything, but they're still working on it, so who knows where that'll go. But then from there, I went down to Kirikiriroa to pick up the new car. So the last video was about the new car and the old car, out with the old and with the new. And that was great fun as well because I got to catch up with family, got to pick up a new car, got to do all sorts. And then back up to Auckland so that I could deal with everything else that was happening that weekend, which was a lot of fun. So on Friday I went up to Helensville very briefly to pick up a mate because we were hanging out for the weekend, and it was a great little test drive for the car on the back roads, up and down the hills, all over the place. It was really cool to see how well it handled. And then on Saturday, I had a couple of work events that I had to do with the contract job I had with the council. So the event itself is called World of Cultures, and it's a celebration of the over 200 cultures that are represented within Tamaki Makaurau. And I had to head down to two of their biggest events, Te Harakeke, which was down at Silo Park on the waterfront, and then over to Mount Roskill to something called Pānui, which was a meeting basically of different peoples where they get to sit down and communicate with each other in interesting ways. So it was really cool to duck down there, do live feeds from both of them, get a whole bunch of photos from each of them, meet a whole bunch of the people involved with it, and just see how cool it is to put these sort of things together. And they were absolutely fantastic events. I was very, very impressed. And then that afternoon, it was off to go and get myself a new toy, which I don't have on me at the moment because it's charging, but I bought myself a new watch at Sylvia Park, which was insane. Like, it's so crazy busy. I honestly thought it would be quiet with everything else that's going on, but apparently not. Then Sunday, it was off to the Takapuna Markets, where I didn't find anything that actually jumped out for me, but it was fun to head down to the markets for once because I haven't been down there since before lockdown, so it feels like a really long time. And then it was home and hang out, and then back up to Helensville to drop my friend off. It was a really cool weekend, and I have to admit, it felt really good for the soul to have such a relaxing, chilled out weekend. I got to work in on Monday, and people were like, "You actually look relaxed. What happened? I hope you weren't working over the weekend." Which I wasn't, which was a really nice feeling, and I thoroughly recommend everybody do that. So yeah, that was my big exciting weekend. It was fun. It was great fun. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen all the time because of something called the whakaning. I know it's coming, but right now, I'm actually kind of content. That's a very cool feeling to have. You know what? Until next time, I will catch you later. Ka kite anō.